Hi guys, it's Bill. I'm one happy diabetic. I'm not a medical professional, nor will I ever be one. So just remember, all these tips and tricks that you might see here today are just from my experiences and opinions of being a diabetic for over 20 years. So don't try this stuff at home, and always talk to your healthcare provider first. Thanks a lot. The fourth question is about infusion sets. Where can you wear them, and are they awkward and sore to wear? Well, let me answer that question. You can wear them on your arm, you can wear them on your stomach, you can wear them on your thigh, and you can wear them on your butt. I feel like I just did like the Macarena or something here. But I actually tend to use my infusion sets in my abdomen, my stomach, and in my butt. And the reason is because I get better absorption of insulin in those areas. In the arms and the thigh, you tend to not get as, I want to say, predictable delivery of insulin. So to answer that question is you can use them in all those places. I use them in my stomach and in my butt. Now, are they sore, and do I feel them? They're not sore if they're inserted correctly. You don't want to insert them just like with a shot into a muscle. That will be sore. They'll also tend to get more sore the longer you're wearing them. Most infusion sets say to change them every 2, 3, or 4 days. I found that wearing a set for longer than 3 days, at least the sets that I wear, that they can tend to get sore after that. And usually once they're starting to get sore, the delivery of insulin isn't really working well, and your body's really trying to heal itself. So it's a good time to change your set. Are they awkward? Well, I want to say no. I'm used to wearing my tubing in my infusion set. It sticks in my pocket. I conceal it very well. Does it get caught on a doorknob every once in a while? You know, is it the worst thing in the world? No. But it is something that you get used to. And basically how I would compare it is just like how you're wearing a Band-Aid, basically. That's the type of feeling that you get. You know it's there because you can feel the adhesive, but I really don't feel the insertion or the cannula that is sticking into the skin. So to answer that question, is it sore? Well, it can be. And is it awkward? Well, it's really up to you. It's basically how familiar you are wearing it, and the more that you wear these sets, the better off you're going to be. But it's not awkward for me at all. The fifth and final question that Ian had was, how difficult is it from switching to shots over to an insulin pump? And is that something that's going to be easy for me, and am I going to have to constantly, change my insulin rates? Well, the answer to that question is that your doctor is going to use some rules called the 1800 rule or the 500 rule or a couple other different rules to switch you from multiple daily injections over to an insulin pump. And he'll get you into a pretty good range. The part after that is really the hard part. He'll get you to where you need to be, but it's kind of getting that extra 10 or 20% better control that's really up to you. What I would suggest when you're first initially switching over to an insulin pump is really don't take a lot of risks eating high carb, high fat, complex carbohydrate meals. It's only going to make the process longer for you to get that really tight control that you want, and that's why you're on an insulin pump. So really, the hard work you do up front when you're switching over to your insulin pump is really going to benefit you in the long run. Alright guys, well I'm trying to add a couple things to my video, and one of those things is going to be question of the day and diabetic of the day. So my question of the day for you guys out there that are using insulin pumps, what do you love about your insulin pump, number one? And number two, what do you hate about it? And have you switched back to shots since being on an insulin pump, and would you ever think about doing that? Video responses and text responses, I'd love them. Send them down below, and we can help everybody out here. And my diabetic of the day goes to Caleb. He's an Omnipod user. He's 5 years old, and he's also on YouTube. Check out his username right here, okay? He's got a great video. One of them is him having a low blood sugar, and he does this little ninja slap to get the blood to rise up on his arm so that he can do an alternative test for his blood sugar. So Caleb, have a great day, and that's my diabetic of the day and question of the day. Rate these videos, subscribe, and have a great one.